Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa has expressed satisfaction with Nigerian media in their operations while calling for more cooperation and charged media to always cross-check information before going to press. General Musa said this during a one-day roundtable discussion for Defense Correspondents Association of Nigerian Deccan on security and national interests. Team National Security and National Interest, a development journalism approach for the defense beat, organized by National Counter-Terrorism Center, Office of National Security Advisor. Listen to Chief of Defense Staff as he expressed his satisfaction.
Thank you for your questions. Well, first and foremost, let me just say this that I appreciate the media. I was in Maiduguri for 19 months. The media made us succeed. Even when the surrendering exercise started, it took us a long while to convince people why we should accept them. It was the media that gave us that platform. We did live broadcasts, phone-in programs, the print, everybody on daily basis. And like you mentioned, for us, transparency is very important. And the ability to tell you the truth. One thing I've told my commanders is don't lie. If you don't have enough information, tell them I don't know, I'll find out. And when you find out, call back and get them the information. Now what I think is important is that because we are all running for time, because sometimes even us, we don't want to tell you something we're not sure of. Maybe that causes some kind of delay. But you have the Director of Intelligence Information, you have Uber that you can always get around. You have the other ones from the services. If there are issues, call immediately and we'll give you information. I give you one example. You remember the other time I was at the National Assembly, I was doing live broadcasts. Then the message came out that I was dead. And the message was going on while I was doing live show. I know it came out like wildfire all over. Simple verification. And the person you are talking about, you can watch him on live stream. So you see, that's the importance of verifying what an information is. And like I said, don't be too quick to give information that you too are not sure of. I know sometimes you're under pressure, but again, so that you don't make that same mistake of giving and then later to find out that it is not real. And like you mentioned, everybody now is a journalist. These phones now are causing problems all over. Social media. Now you have a lot of fake information, false information. Everything goes. You can sit down with AI now. Yourself will put words and you'll be talking and people will believe what you are saying. Sometimes it's even difficult to identify which one is true and which one is false. So those are the challenging times we have, and that means we too will have to change our focus on it. But like I said, we're always open 24/7. If there are issues, I've always told me that I chat with a lot of them on daily basis. If there are issues on ground you can't get anybody, please get across to me. My phones work 24/7. I'm always there. So please let's maintain, and I want to appreciate you for all you do. I know it's difficult. All of society approach. We don't have any option than to also do that because the terrorists we're dealing with are equally trying to win the hearts and minds of the people. So the people who are not with us, they will be with them. And if they are with them, then we're in trouble. And that's why it's critical that we must continue to work. In every nation, you always have the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it is what the good are doing that is really very critical. All those ones that are saying wrong things about the country, they will always be there. We can't wish them away. So it is what do we do about them? The only way is that a few good ones must join us together and make sure that those bad, and like I said, we need to, for us like this, to also bring National Registration Agency. It's very, very critical. Very few people give us bad name in Nigeria. Very, very few. If you see now, you see all the people that are arrested for drugs and for Yahoo. How many are they compared to 200 million? But it's their news that is all over the world. All over the world, that's what is still said. But what are we saying about the good ones? Are we projecting our good people? We have them all over. There are Nigerians doing remarkable things all over the world. But do we see them also projecting them? So that should be a counter for us. If we start speaking more about the good Nigerians, anytime they talk about the bad ones, nobody will really listen to them. So for us, strategic communication. We must be able to communicate what we are doing because perception is dangerous. You can be doing a good thing, but when you allow people to have a wrong perception about it, they will think you are bad. And it's easier for people to do. The issue of with us and Niger Republic, where people just using and wiping sentiment, making it look as if Nigerians are, and which they know is not true. But what are we doing about it? We too will have to, and it's everybody's role. Somebody said that as a waiter, you can tell somebody, if you meet somebody and say you are stupid, he gets angry. But if you tell him, "But I don't expect this from you," you're equally telling him he's stupid. But the way, approach, the manner, the language, these are critical things we need to do. And we must speak and encourage the troops. Last week, we had an encounter with Boko Haram. They came and attacked Bukawa very early in the morning. We countered them. They came with about almost 10 vehicle-borne IEDs. For the first time, they came with that lot to tell you that they were really ready. They came almost 100 of them. They wanted to take over Bukawa. But the troops stood up, killed so many, captured over 40 motorcycles, destroyed over 6 gun trucks, vehicle-borne IEDs. But the news wasn't top much. It wasn't. I mean, it was just mentioned sparingly. You just go and see, as if it was nothing. But just one incident that a soldier is killed or something, and then look at the issue of that incident of burning of that emerald. How it was. And funny enough, it was even the locals that even invited the terrorists to come and burn the emeralds. The same people we are protecting. And that is why I say people are losing faith with the nation. And that's why it's important that we must be able to be positive in our appetite. If you look at it, yes, this has happened, but also positive things have been made. So I think if we strike that balance, it will always assist us in ensuring that people know that we have a nation that we have to protect. And it is for all of us to do it. Because like we said, if the nation goes down, nobody is remaining. Everybody will be part of it. And it's important for people to understand that. There's a relation about the media. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that works. But for me, the media is the media. I don't segregate one. Maybe maybe there's something wrong, but I can tell you we'll address those issues if they are. Yes. So I cannot say it will not be there. I know I've always told my DGI that I want everybody should have equal opportunities for whatever it is that we're doing. Where all Nigerians should be seen. Because anytime, when we mention issues like equity, fairness, and justice, those are things that rule every community. So everybody should have that sense of belonging. Then you can carry everybody along. I think that's good. Thank you very much.
Bemiga Olamikon, GTV Africa.